What's up? What's up, everybody? This is your guy, Inspirational Rob, and welcome to Rob Talk. Well, we have a great discussion on tap today. It's going to be really, really good. We're going to get to it here in a second, but I want to remind you, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. We want to make sure that this YouTube channel continues to grow, and we need you to subscribe in order for that to happen. We need you to engage. We need you to like, comment, okay? And when you do that, it helps the algorithm. It helps us grow. We're going to grow as a community. We're going to grow as a channel. We're going to grow as a family. We're friends. This is a collaboration. It's you helping me. It's me helping you. We're learning together. We're growing together. And we're having fun together as well. This is informative. It's inspirational. It's infotainment, I like to call it. Some entertainment. It's also information. And it's just a good time. So like, comment, and subscribe. So what do we do here at so what are we doing here today at Rob Talk, where we are talking about a subject that is hot, 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 hot. We all know about the big Sean Diddy Combs trial that's going on right now. And we know about all what has transpired and all that is happening and how this whole trial and this whole episode came to be. And people are listening and they're waiting with bated breath to find out what's going to happen. And, you know, is is Sean Diddy Combs going to be, is he going to be, go to jail? Is he going to be convicted of these crimes that he's being prosecuted for? And we don't know. And so I kind of came up with a little title for this particular episode. And I think this might end up being a part 1 and 2. This is part 1, I believe, of probably what's going to end up being probably 2 parts. But we'll see. We'll see. But the title for this particular episode is Did he or didn't he? Did he? Get it? Did he or didn't he? Did he or didn't he? Now, people are out there saying, oh, he did this and he did that and he did this and then. No, did he actually do the things that they said he did? Now, we know he did something because our eyes are not fooling us from what we saw on one particular video. So we know he did something very egregious, abusive, and diabolical just from one video that we saw, that all of us saw. Now, I haven't been watching the trial closely, and I'm not sure of all the videos that were shown, but I know the one video that was shown at the beginning of all this stuff, we all saw that video where he dragged his girlfriend, Cassie, the one who's just centered around the whole abuse thing is centered around Cassie Ventura. You know, we saw her being dragged in this hotel lobby, and not in the hotel lobby, but in the hotel hallway of the room of where they were staying. And we saw that with our own eyes, and we saw him kick her and stomp on her and throw her to the ground. And no woman should ever be subjected to that, should ever have to deal with something like that. So right then and there, we know that the dude is a monster. You don't make a mistake and do what he did. And somebody said, well, he made a mistake. No, you don't make that kind of mistake. To actually do what we saw him do on that one video, said that there's a real deep-seated problem with this guy. He has at the very least, he has a really bad anger management problem. That's at the very least. There's a problem. He has a real problem with anger, and many would say it's way worse than that. And that's what this whole trial is all about. But did he or didn't he? Did he do all this stuff that they said he did? And some would say it doesn't matter whether he did all this other stuff. What we saw is enough to throw the book at him. I'm gonna tell you right now, based on what I saw, I say, I mean, it's hard for me to not. It's hard for me to not want to see this guy just get to get to get to get to get the book thrown at him, and for him to just endure the worst type of sentencing, just based on what we saw. I mean, no woman deserves that. No person, let alone a woman. It's just bad. A defenseless person. But did he do all the stuff that they said he did? I don't know. I was talking to some attorneys, friends of mine, and they were talking. They were saying that it's very possible that this guy, that Sean Combs, could get off. No, not freak off, but get off. Oh, this conviction, he might get away with this conviction. He might get off. But because they said that it's really hard proving some of the stuff that they're accusing him of. They're accusing him of what is it? Of what is that? When you're taking somebody across state lines and making them, prostituting them out. God, I'm drawing a blank here. Um, um, well, anyways, he's accused of really doing some really bad things, and from what I heard is that it's going to be really hard to prove some of these things. I mean, it's going to be hearsay and unless you have some concrete evidence that he's made these women into sex slaves, so to speak, and that's hard to prove, that he had these women he was holding people, or holding this particular woman under her own, holding her hostage, so to speak, and holding her captive and making her work, so to speak, as a sex slave. I don't know. It's kind of hard to prove. Most attorneys would say it's hard to prove, and especially with this guy, with him having so much money. He's got so much money. I mean, he's hired the best attorneys, and I know the prosecution, probably have their stuff together. I'm sure, they say that when the feds usually don't file charges unless they know they have a solid case, and especially a high profile case like that, they have their ducks in a row, and they are pretty sure that they can get a conviction. But this guy's got a lot of money, and he's got some power. He's got some influence, and he has some high powered attorneys, and he's paying people. From what I gather, he's paying people right now to say that he's not doing things. He's paying people off to stand outside and to protest, and I hear that's what he's doing. He's paying people to protest outside, to make it look like he has a bunch of people protesting against his, this trial, and against a likely conviction and all this stuff. And this guy's got money. He can make some things happen. I mean, money. I mean, let's not dismiss the power that this guy has. And so I'm hearing that it might not be as an open and closed case as a lot of people think. I think he should get what he deserves, every bit of what he deserves. But before we start convicting the guy and start counting the days he's going to spend in jail, we might want to not count our chicken before they hatch. Because I'm telling you, I've seen, I mean, just just look at the high and mighty, the powerful. Look at how many have gotten off, okay, um, when they should have been convicted. Um, yeah, did he or didn't he? I just heard the other day, whereas this woman Mia, who was I think he was his assistant, and I heard she had a powerful testimony today. I think it was a very powerful testimony, looked like against Diddy, and I hear that she seemed very credible. And I don't know. I don't know. It, it it almost seems like I don't want to say the wrong thing because I don't want it to appear as if I'm uh, um, supporting or making excuses for anything that Diddy has done. But uh, a lot of people are out for themselves. A lot of people are out to make money. It, it- you know, at his expense. A lot of people. So you kind of some of the people who are going to be put on the stand, I believe some of them are just not that credible. Some of them can be, some of them probably are, but I believe some of them are probably not going to be credible. A lot of these people are out for themselves. They're out to get book deals, and they're out to get movie deals, and they're out to get their name out there, and so and who knows who's paying them to get on the stand and all sort of things. So it's kind of crazy, and I don't know what's going on. So did he or didn't he? Did he do all of this stuff that they're saying and doing? He did. I have my opinion. My opinion is I believe he did a whole lot of what they said he did. That's just my opinion. But I don't know. I don't know. Did he do all of this stuff? I mean, because if he did half the stuff that they said he did, this guy is, I mean, he put the C in crazy. I mean, he cray cray. I mean, he is diabolical. If he did half of the stuff that they said he did to this woman and other women and other people, other men, other boys, I mean, it's just crazy. So are you like many people? You're saying it doesn't matter if it's half. If he did, if he, it doesn't matter if he did um, some of the stuff or if he did all the stuff. Just the fact that he did what we saw he did is enough for you to say, "Hey, throw the book at him." And he's throw and lock him up and throw away the key. Because that's what a lot of people are saying. They've seen enough. They've heard enough. Just convict the dude. That's what a lot of people are saying. Um, in this country, we're still, and it's a good thing, innocent to proven guilty. And the last thing we want to do is convict somebody just based on our emotions and based on hearsay and he said, she said, and rumors and stuff like that. The last thing we want to do, even if a person is guilty of something, we don't want them to be found guilty based on lies because that could end up being you. So if they could do it to this person, they could do it to you. If they can lie and and conjure up false evidence and false witnesses and stuff like that to get a conviction for one, then they could do the same thing to you or you or I. And so we don't want that to happen. So I believe in the system. I think we should try to make sure that we uphold the system. You're innocent till proven guilty, no matter how bad it looks. Let the court system play out. Let the judicial system play out. Like I said, I got my opinion. I believe the dude is guilty of at least half the stuff that they're saying he's done. And I say, in my mind right now, I'm thinking, lock him up, throw away the key. But you have to let it play out. Because there's been people who have been accused of things and it looked as if they were wrong and they were not wrong. They looked as if they were guilty and they were not guilty. And so we want to make sure that we don't go down that slippery slope of just convicting people based on what we think. And along those lines, how much responsibility does the victim have in all of this? So I don't take it lightly that you allow me to come into your living room or your home, in your car, or your office, wherever you are, and have a conversation with you. I don't take it lightly. I consider it a blessing to be able to do that. Okay? So listen, we'll do this again next week. I want you to understand to please like, comment, and subscribe. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I want you to know that we'll see you again next week. You know what to do.